We are a dynamic, multicultural society. We push for the value of excellence, responsibility, compassion, integrity, Christ-centeredness, as well as community-mindedness. But at the same time, we realize that we deal with individual students and we are able to curate learning experiences that then look at each student's strengths and be able to build on that. Our mandate as teachers is both divine and prophetic. We are empowering, developing our learners and nurturing them to be society's transforming agents. We are also preparing them for a world that does not currently exist and careers as well that do not currently exist. We have a duty to be imaginative in how we plan and deliver our curriculum so that we empower them with the 21st century skills. We also have a duty to help them pick up critical skills that will help them in the future, being critical thinkers, being able to work in a team, being able to communicate effectively, and basically collaborate with each other.
It was very deliberate from day one to set up a campus that will be able to get excellent results. And the starting point was simple. If we want then to build a world-class institution, we get a world-class infrastructure. We equip the school, equipment, the best furniture that we can be able to get. We get the soft infrastructure, we get the computers. We set up classes for the average number that can be taught effectively well.
We keep small class sizes, maximum of 15 down at the prep school, and as they get into the senior school, we keep it at around maximum of 20. This is because learning is individualized. We would like our teachers and students to create real personal relationships and real interactions. Students and teachers are able to interact freely. Students are able to open up and we're able to create learning experiences that then lead to deeper learning. And that by extension then means that our students will be involved into the life of the school. And by extension then we are able to achieve excellent academic results.
When we receive students from Key Stage 1, the first thing we do is to ensure that we support them because they will be learning something that is higher than what they were learning before. At Key Stage 2, this is where we give our learners some thought-provoking and engaging activities that enhance their creative thinking skills, critical thinking skills, and problem-solving skills because we want to prepare them to be able to proceed to their next level of learning.
The analogy of the oak tree in the context of Wood Creek School is very important to us, and we train our students to understand that the oak tree is a tree that is deeply rooted because it is growing by the waterside. Our students would be deeply rooted in the Word of God. They'll also grow in their personal lives as well as their spiritual lives. While the oak tree is growing, it has a very large and strong trunk. The oak tree is able to grow into several branches through the school system, right from the early years into the prep school, into the high school and the sixth form college. Our students are able to explore our co-curricular and extracurricular activities where our students are then able to choose according to their strengths. And through that, we've been able to achieve excellent results for each student as an individual.
My name is Luis Cavoy Xavier. I'm the head of Visual and Performing Arts, a vibrant department that has a few subjects on offer, starting with drama and theatre studies. We have art and design, we have design and technology, we have music, we have creative media. We have other programs that run within the department where we have the peripatetic program, we have the Lambda program, and the LCM program as well. The visual and performing arts programs are very integral to a well-rounded education. Students get to what we call the 21st century skills. Within this different skill set, we get to amplify what is gotten in class, and now we shift it a bit more to out of class, so they get to have an experiential moment by using the same skills they've learned now, applying them within the visual and performing arts.
I'm Joseph Mwikamba, Director of Sports and Extracurriculum Activities at Wood Creek School. I've been teaching for the last 25 plus years within the international curriculum. We are so privileged and lucky to have a variety of sporting activities. We consider PE, sports and co-curricular activities as outdoor education, and the nature of learning is very experiential. And our learners get to learn teamwork, resilience. They need to learn how to make a comeback after setback, because in sports, win or lose is the spirit for which these games are held. So a number of life skills that us as teachers or parents cannot teach them, they get to learn on the pitch. And you'll always see the confidence that comes out from the learners after a particular activity. Some of the skills they learn in class, they get to learn also on the field. They complement each other, what I'll call cross-curricular links. For example, I'll say in the English language, there are 4 core skills that learners learn: reading and writing, speaking and listening. So while the learners are on the pitch, they get to talk to each other. That is speaking skill that the learners are doing. And as one is talking, they get to listen. That is listening. So that is always enhanced much well on the pitch. And of course, at halftime, the learners will sit down and discuss what went well and what can be better if when they go back to the pitch. So these are very important core skills that learners learn away from a classroom situation.
One thing we make our children learn while they're at school is that you never give up. Resilience is key. They try and try again. Whether it's in the field, whether it's in class, whether it's on stage when they're presenting an item, they never give up and they're not afraid to try, because we've instilled with them the value of resilience.
It was deliberate from us from day one to get the right personnel to learn the campus. Those people want to change Africa. And who are the best people to do that? It's the passionate people, the educated people from Africa.
As a career counselor, I've worked in many different countries, and I can tell you that one of the reasons why I chose to work at Wood Creek was that I believed in instilling the local culture in the child while preparing them for the world stage. What inspires me to want to work with an African child is because Africa is where to be. We need to prepare our children to match up and even be better. Our children are very creative, and when they're given the platform, they prove it. So when we expect more, they give more. These are children that make me so happy when they get the courses they want. When they get offers from universities of their first choice, it really makes me happy. When they call back and come back, there is no better satisfaction than that. I've set out a program that we go through where they get to learn themselves, they get to learn their interests, they get to learn who they really are in relation to career choices. I also walk along with them on their academic side. I do what we call success leadership. A Wood Creeker leaves Wood Creek when they are well prepared for college and for their career.
We want to build what we call African excellence in these programs by telling African stories, by experiencing African art, by experiencing African music, by understanding African architecture. And this is in a bid to create talent-based careers, to show them that the future is bright. As much as, yes, we are African, but we are able to do whatever we do at the highest standards possible. So once we get to start doing something for the students, they have to understand that the expectations are high and that at the end of the day, they're the voice that represents the Africanacity in us. We're looking at producing world-class maestros and artists who can fit anywhere within the world. So how do you make sure that you get a global citizen? Is by making sure you provide facilities that no matter where you go around the world, these are the same facilities you get to experience. So through the arts, we are bringing in an aspect of culturally diverse experiences. We are also looking at the expertise they get out of very well and highly acclaimed trainers and teachers within the performing arts program. By the time this student leaves probably, let's say, doing theater, they can go straight to Broadway and still manage to stage a show. The educational aspect and the talent aspect can merge together to create a student who is a global citizen, one who has experienced the different forms of arts, and at the same time creating a professional.
We believe in African excellence. We are teaching our students that they are able to excel and to be able to be their best. We are teaching them that excellence is not confined to a specific region, and through that we've been able to get children who are confident and who put in their best, and the outcomes are always excellent.
We have all the ingredients to bring out the best in the world. We have shown our intentions to the world, especially to our students. We have shown our intentions to our parents. This is what we want to bring out, the best from this part of the world.
I have never seen the type of support that I have seen with our Wood Creek parents. Whenever we have functions, PTCs, assembly presentations, the least we will get is a 98% attendance, which is really fantastic because it shows our parents understand the value of working together with the school and the teacher so that they can make the best of their child.
Parental involvement in sports is really critical because the parents get to understand a learner in a different perspective. After a game or after a match or after a tournament, and when the learners are picked, they get to have a conversation with their parents. What they did well, what went wrong, and the parents will always encourage them.
When you look at what we're doing like a triangle, it has three sides. One side is the school and all the infrastructure and the teachers. The next side is the parents, and the last one is the students. We recognize that parents are a stakeholder in the school, in the education of their children, and they have expectations. Like all parents, they believe that their children are going to a school that will be able to transform them from a child to an adult, or that will be able to lay that foundation for that child. We are prepared to be that partner you expect us to be in molding your children to become a responsible citizen of the world.